Debbie Marcoux, licensed by the Department of Financial Institutions and MLS ID 237926. Also licensed in Arizona 0941504, Florida LO 76508, Georgia 69178, Idaho, Nevada 57237, Oregon, Tennessee 184373, Texas, Washington MLO 237926.
She's the mortgage mom. She can get things done when you're in need and don't know where to go. Pick up the phone and call mom.
Well, hello and welcome to Mortgage Mom Radio. I'm Debbie Marcoux, and what are we doing here? Well, we are educating you about all things real estate, mortgage and real estate. So today I'm on once again by myself. My poor team, they are all very under the weather, not feeling well. It seems like everybody, it's just going around like crazy right now. So here I am, lone soldier. I am at the studio and I'm getting you guys out the information that you need. So today we are going to be talking about holiday debt. That is what we are going to be talking about today. Very, very important for you guys to listen because many of you went out and spent a good amount of money that you should not have for your holiday gift giving season. So we're going to talk about all of those different ways that you guys can take care of that debt, consolidate it, and make sure that we get your budget back under control. But first, I do want to make sure that you guys know that this is an interactive show. I would love for you to let me know that you are here, that you are watching, put a comment into the feed, ask a question at any given time whatsoever throughout the show. We are live today. It is Monday. And we are live today. So we will be going live on Monday, live on Wednesday, and then throwing out a couple of random videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. The best way to know that we are live is to get a text message from me. So the best way to do that is to text the word MOM, M-O-M, to 844-935-3634. That's 844, we lend for you. That's WELEND and the number 4. If you text the word MOM to that number, you will get a text message once a week to let you know that we have gone live. I have Diana Martin on. She says, hi there. Glad to be here. Thank you so much for watching, Diana. And we've got Shelly jumps in. She says, yo, Debbie. Yo, Shelly. Thanks so much for watching. I've got Lanisha on. She says, good afternoon. And I have Cindy on, and she says, happy Monday. So thank you so much, all of you ladies, for watching, tuning in. And again, remember, this is an interactive show. You are more than welcome to ask your questions as we move throughout, the program. So again, the other thing I want to mention is that for anybody at all that could be listening to us over the weekend by radio, please remember that we are doing this live on YouTube, which means that you can actually watch us, record, ask us your questions, and interact. Get those answers that you've been looking for. Best way to do that is to follow us. So once again, you can either text the word MOM to 844, we lend for you. That's WELEND and the number 4. Or you guys can subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell to know when we do go live. That way you will not miss us. So check it out on YouTube, Mortgage Mom Radio. Hit the subscribe button and click that notification bell. For all you guys watching right now, please give me the thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. It helps the algorithm quite a bit. Hopefully when people are looking for mortgage, they start seeing our shows in their feed. So that's what we're trying to do, trying to get all that education out to all of you. Heather jumps on. She says, hi, everyone. Hi, Heather. So again, everybody's working from home, not feeling great. And so here I am, lone soldier, and bringing this recording to you by myself. So hopefully, I do talk. I talk a lot. So hopefully I can keep it rolling. Anyway, so today's big thing that we're going to be talking about is holiday debt. Holiday debt is very important to be discussing. How can we get it under control? How can we debt consolidate it? And one more comment. Karen, my mother-in-law, she jumps on. She says, happy Monday. Thank you, Karen. Thanks for watching. And hopefully we get to see you soon. As I was mentioning, everybody seems to have been sick these days and staying in their own places, kind of quarantining a bit. So we haven't been able to see the family like we want to. Anyway, okay, so let's jump into holiday debt, right? Let's talk about what did you guys do? Y'all went out, you all purchased gifts for everybody, your kids, your family, your sisters, your relatives, your nieces, your nephews, and now you've got credit card debt. And what do you do? How do you guys get out of this? How do you get rid of it? What are some of the things that you can do to try to get it consolidated or get it paid off? We did a show right before the holidays, Heather and I did, where we talked about all of the buy now, pay laters, the, Klarnas, and I think that PayPal offers it to you, and Amazon has a buy now, pay later, and they're all these monthly payments. So if you did any of those, you have those monthly payments that are coming due right now as well. We're getting into the middle of January. You guys are going to start seeing those credit card bills pop up. Woof, those minimum payments just changed significantly, didn't they? You're also going to see that your credit scores are going to start to drop as well. If you used those credit cards and you got them maxed out, you're going to start to see that your credit scores are going to drop, and we don't want that to happen either. Credit is key. Credit is going to get you all of those things that you need to have financed, throughout life, right? Whether you do want to buy a house, which is what we're trying to get you guys prepared for, or refinance your home, which is where we're talking about debt right now, or if you want to, apply for that student loan and maybe get a little bit better interest rate, whatever it is that you need throughout life, you're going to need to have credit, and your credit score is going to drop when those credit debts go up and you start to approach, 50, 75, 80% of the limit of that credit card that they give you. So once again, very important that we get these things under control. We get this debt paid off. We get those credit scores up, and we get you guys budgeted and feeling better about the coming new year. So I could see that Mercedes jumped on. She says, hi, looking forward to learning new and helpful information. Thank you so much, Mercedes. And Lanisha says, right, which I absolutely agree with her as well. So let's take a very quick break. We're going to do literally, it's a 10-second commercial. I'm going to take a sip of water. And then when we get back, I'm going to start talking about how you guys can get those debts paid off. All right, and welcome back to Mortgage Mom Radio. I'm Debbie Marcoux. I'm the Mortgage Mom, and I'm bringing you all of the information and education that you guys need about all things real estate and mortgage. So we're trying to make sure that we get you in the right direction with your debts, your credit scores, getting budgets in line, getting you pre-qualified to buy a home. That is what we do here, and we do want you guys to call us, talk to us, get on the calendar, get yourself an appointment, and let us help you through whatever the financing goal is that you're trying to strive for. So whether that be a first purchase, a second purchase, a vacation home, an Airbnb, buying an investment property, beginning your portfolio, we're here to help you with that. And so we're doing these educational programs to make sure we're bringing you the information that you need. If you want to get on the calendar and book an appointment with me or my team, please feel free to do that. We would love to hear from you. We would love to talk to you. We are not going to hound you for a loan down the road. We're going to talk to you, get you the information that you need. You're going to make the decision. And if you would like to work with us, me or my team, we're going to wait for you to call us back. So we're going to give you the information for you to figure out what to do next. How do you do that? Get on the calendar, go to mortgagemomradio.com and click on that book appointment button, or give us a call. That telephone number that you can text to know that we go live is the same phone number that you can call to get to the office and make an appointment. So it's 844-935-3634. That's 844 We Lend for You. That's WELEND and the number 4. All right. So holiday debt. What do you guys do? Y'all went out, you spent money, you bought gifts, and now you guys have a bunch of credit cards that are due. You've got a bunch of buy now, pay laters that you're going to start making payments on. And what do you do? How do you get rid of this debt? So number one, if you are not a homeowner and you don't own a home and you don't have access to equity, you can't do a refinance, what do you do about these debts that you have on these credit cards? As your credit card balances increase and they get closer and closer to your credit limits, you will start to see that your credit score is going to be dropping. And as your credit score drops, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, you're going to have less options available to you. There's going to be less financing and things that are going to come to fruition for you when you need it. So as I mentioned, like that student loan, or if you wanted to go and you wanted to buy a car, or you want to get yourself a boat or an RV, if you're like me and you like to play, you're going to have less options available to you if your credit score is low. You want to keep that credit score as high as possible. So some of the things that you can do are debt consolidation loans. Those are available. Many, many times you'll see them come up. They'll be companies like, I think it's Best Egg is one of them that I've seen, SoFi, Lending Club, Upgrade. You're going to see a lot of them, and they're going to be there that you can actually take a loan. It's a debt consolidation loan. It's a personal loan. This is not a mortgage. You don't have to own a home, but you can take a personal loan to pay off those credit card debts. Now, what happens with those personal loans? Number one, you pay off the credit card debts even with the personal loan. You will see that your credit score will go up because you now have very little debt on that line of credit. The credit card is a line of credit, so you have a limit. So when you pay that down and you are close to the bottom of that limit, you are going to see that your credit score will bump up. However, with those loans, they are typically 2 to 5 year periods of time that you have to get them paid off. They usually have a little bit higher of an interest rate. So somewhere between 8 and 15, 20% is what you might pay for those loans. So they're going to be a much higher interest rate. But when you think about the interest rate of what you are paying on a credit card, for example, it's going to still be significantly lower to debt consolidated altogether at an 8 to 10 to even 15% interest rate. Look at those credit cards, guys. Pull out your statement. Actually take a look. What are you paying in interest on those credit cards? You're probably paying somewhere between 18 and 30% on your credit card debt. So those consolidation loans are going to be very helpful. You're going to pay at a lower interest rate, and you will actually get the debt paid off if you follow the payment program. The monthly payment on that is going to be more than what the minimum payment would be on the credit card. And you have to remember that credit cards are giving you a minimum monthly payment. You are barely paying more than the interest that you owe. So if your minimum credit card payment is $200 and that's all you pay, you are not going to open yourself up to having $200 of available credit to go spend. That $200 minimum is going to barely pay the interest of what you're accruing on a monthly basis. So in order to get the actual debt paid off, those debt consolidation loans are going to give you a bit higher of a monthly minimum, but they are going to be a lower interest rate. You're going to pay less interest over the term, and you are going to get that debt paid off. So what you need to do once you do that kind of a loan is you need to be disciplined. You need to not go back and re-spend on those credit cards that you just paid off. Put them away. Put them in the drawer. Don't close them. Leave them open. If you close them, you're going to hurt your credit more. So you want to leave them open, but put them away. Don't access them. Don't use them. Try not to get yourself into this recurring use and take a loan to pay off. Take a loan to pay off. You don't want to get yourself into this recurring situation. That's not a good idea. Take those credit cards, give it to mom, give them to dad, give them to sister, brother, aunt, uncle, somebody that you trust, and tell them, don't let me use it unless I give you an excuse and a reason that you feel is worthy of giving me my credit card back. So keep that in mind, guys. The whole point of this is let's get the debt paid off. Let's get it consolidated and gone. Let's not create more debt by getting money, paying it off, and then going and using it and spending it again. So we don't want you to do that. Again, this show is interactive. So if you have questions, please feel free to interact. Put your question into the feed. Let me know that you're there. I'm more than happy to answer the questions for you. Sometimes we get a little bit off topic because obviously your questions may not have anything to do with the topic that I'm on for the day, but I'm going to try to answer that question for you still and then bring it right back around back to where we started. So again, today we're talking about holiday debt. What can we do to get it consolidated, paid off, and get your credit score back up if you did run those credit cards up over, the holiday season. Let's take a super quick break. I've got a question from William that says, I received the clear to close. So how long does it take to get the table signed to the table to sign the paperwork? So William, I know you've been on the last 2 or 3 shows that we've done, and I'm going to answer that question for you. We're going to take a super duper 10-second quick break, and then we'll come right back. All right, and welcome back to Mortgage Mom Radio. I told you guys it's super quick. If you're listening by radio on Saturday or Sunday, you got to be watching us do it live on YouTube. That's where you get to interact and you get to actually see the commercials and you get to actually see my face. So Mortgage Mom Radio, YouTube, we're doing them live Mondays and Wednesdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm still throwing out more educational content for you. If you want to know when we go live, I am not going to spam you Monday through Thursday. I will send out one text message a week, whether that be Monday, whether that be Wednesday, but it is one a week. I promise I will not spam you. Text the word MOM to 844-935-3634. That's 844 We Lend for You. WELEND and the number 4. Text the word MOM to that number. You will opt yourself in. You will get one text message a week to let you know that I have gone live. That way you don't miss me and you can jump on and interact with at least one of our shows each week. You will also get a link to my phone app. My phone app has got some amazing tools in it for you. You can watch YouTube, listen to our podcast, run calculators for monthly payments, whether that be FHA, VA, USDA, conventional. You can run all of those payments. It will calculate the property taxes, the insurance, the mortgage insurance. It's going to give you the whole nut for the house. It's going to give you an affordability calculator. It'll give you a good idea of how much you can afford. If you're just getting started and you're a little bit nervous about picking up the phone, still a little shy on that front, but there are tons of things that you can do in this phone app. So again, if you'd like the phone app, you want to use those tools, you're like me, you don't want to open a computer, you don't want to go to mortgagemomradio.com, you want to be able to pick up your phone and look at a phone app, you've got to text the word MOM to 844-935-3634. Text the word MOM. Don't text subscribe to opt me in. You have to actually text the word MOM. That's going to get you guys going. And it will get you the link to the phone app that you can download right to your phone. That is the same telephone number to call us. We are here at the office Monday through Friday. We take phone appointments Monday through Sunday. So if you would like to get yourself an appointment, do not hesitate to call. We have a call service that does answer the phone. We'll schedule you an appointment when it is after hours. And if you want an appointment for a time that is not on the calendar, so you need a little earlier morning, a little bit later in the afternoon, please do not hesitate to send me an email. Send me an email to questions@mortgagemomradio.com. I would be more than happy to answer any questions that you have at that email address or get you scheduled for a day and time that works for you. Trust me, my team would be more than happy to accommodate. We just need to know what it is that you're looking for, and I'll get you booked and scheduled. So let's get to William really quick, and then we're going to go back to holiday debt. So William's question was, I received the CTC. So backstory, William's been purchasing a home, and he's been asking me questions all along the way. What does CTC mean? How come I got my closing disclosure before my CTC? So CTC means that he has been cleared to close. So the underwriter said, you are ready to go. We're sending you to the doc department. So his question today is, how long does it take to get to the table to sign the paperwork? Typically. So every mortgage company is a little bit different. It depends on how staffed that they are, how many files that they have, how busy that they are, what their turn times are that are available. I can tell you that right now, our turn times are very, very fast. If we are getting a clear to close in the morning, we typically have loan documents issued to the title company or escrow company attorney, depending on the state that you're in and how you guys close your transaction, but typically same day. So you're going to usually see a turnaround for loan documents, at least for me and my team, of less than 24 hours. Most mortgage companies are anywhere from 24 to 72 hours. So if it takes them longer than 3 days to get your loan documents issued to the closing agent, that's quite a bit too long. So really 24 to 48 hours is what you should be looking at to get these loan documents out and going to sign the paperwork or having a notary come to you. So you're almost there. You're almost at the finish line, William. Congratulations to you. So happy to hear that you were able to get there and you're cleared to close and ready to go. And if you have any further questions whatsoever, please do not hesitate to ask. Put it in the feed. Give us a call. Check with the office. We're more than happy to help you. So we had Lanisha get on. She says, have to go back to work. Thanks for the information on how to pay the credit card down and paying on it. Also to review my statements. Thank you. You're very welcome, Lanisha. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Again, guys, this is interactive. We want you to jump on when you can. And then obviously these videos stay on YouTube forever. So if you miss one or you've got to stop halfway through, go back to the channel later and pick up where you left off. Again, if you guys are listening on Saturday and Sunday by radio, we want to make sure that you guys are tuning in when we're doing it live on YouTube so you can ask your questions. So find us, Mortgage Mom Radio, and subscribe to our channel. Click that notification bell and turn it to all. If you guys are enjoying the show so far, please give me a thumbs up. It really does help the algorithm. Our goal is bring you guys free education, free information, everything that you could need mortgage. And hopefully for us, that turns into loans for me and my team, which is how we keep our doors open and our lights on. So please keep in mind, we do mortgages. We want you to reach out. We want you to get on the calendar, get your free consultation, and let's see if we can't help you guys get moving forward in the right direction. So today is all about holiday debt. And before the last break we took and before William's question, I was talking about what can you do if you are not a homeowner to pay off these credit cards that you guys racked up over the holidays, the buy now, pay laters that you signed up for, that you've got monthly payments that are now going to come due on. And we talked about getting those put into a debt consolidation loan. One thing that I want you guys to be very mindful of is that a debt consolidation loan means that you are applying for it, you are qualifying for it, they are running your credit, you are making a payment, and you are taking on new debt to pay off the old debt. If you are talking to somewhere that says that it is not a loan, you don't have to pay a loan, you don't have to take a loan, we don't have to run your credit, you're going to make us a monthly payment, we're going to negotiate with the creditors to get your interest down, that is not a debt consolidation loan. That is financial, a totally different thing. I am totally drawing a blank on the word right now. Credit counseling. Sorry. It is credit counseling, consumer credit counseling. That is not what you want to do. You do not want to be negotiating with creditors. You do not want to be making a payment to a company who is going to negotiate on your behalf. Please keep in mind that in those situations, 99% of the time, what they are doing is they are gathering the money from you. They are collecting it until you have enough to then negotiate with the creditor to pay the balance off less than in full. They stop making the minimum payments, which in turn hurts your credit, brings your credit score down, puts a bunch of 30, 60, 90, 120-day late payments reported to your credit report. This is not what you want to do. Is this better than filing bankruptcy? Maybe. And maybe I'll do an entire episode on just that, consumer credit counseling versus bankruptcy and which one's better. Maybe we'll do a whole nother episode on that on another day. But as of today, please keep in mind, if you are not applying for it, qualifying for it, having your credit pulled and having the debt go on your credit report, it is not a debt consolidation loan and it is not what you are looking to do. So now I want to talk to my homeowners out there. Okay. So I've talked to all of you guys that are not homeowners. You don't own a home. You don't have equity and you don't have another way other than taking out a debt consolidation loan to try to consolidate the debts that you have on the credit cards. Now, my homeowners, goodness, guys, let's talk about this for a minute. If you own a home and it is 2022, you bought that home sometime in 2021 or before, right? You most likely have equity in your home. Property values have gone up so much in the recent past, right? I think that they talked about there being about a 20% on average increase in home prices in 2021. What happened in 2020 was about the same. And if you bought it previous to 2020, you've probably got a good amount of equity. We obviously have to look at your property, what you owe on your property, what the value is today to determine if you would qualify for a debt consolidation refinance. However, we are more than happy to do that with you at no cost to you. And again, we don't bite. We don't bother you. We're not going to hound you. We're not going to send you email after email after email after email and phone call after phone call after. We're not doing that. We're going to talk to you, get your free consultation. Let's see if refinancing, pulling out the cash and paying off the debt is a better option than going with one of these debt consolidation loans with an Upgrade or a Lending Club or a SoFi or a Best Egg. Those are some of the ones to just start with, right? There's numerous companies out there that do debt consolidation loans, including the big banks. But many times these debt consolidation loans are going to be at higher interest rates, like I mentioned earlier in the program, somewhere around 8 to 10 to 15, sometimes 20% is what you're going to pay for these interest rates on these personal debt consolidation loans that are not tied to anything. They're not recorded against a property. They don't have a lien against something to make them more secure and less risky, which is what helps bring the interest rates down. So when we look at it for a refinance or a home refinance, you are going to be getting into home interest rates versus personal loans. You're talking about a lien that is tied to your property, so it is less risk for the lender if you default or you don't make the payment. They have something to attach this debt to. A personal loan, they can't attach it to anything. So it does become much riskier, and it is going to be at a higher interest rate for you. You're also, like I mentioned earlier in the program, going to be taking on that debt on a payment that needs to get you paid off somewhere between 2 and 5 years, typically. So if you're taking your credit card debt of $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, and you have to get that paid off over 5 years at an interest rate of, let's say, 15%, that's going to be a pretty hefty monthly payment to you to get that paid off. Now, if we take that same $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, and we pull the cash out from your home, then you're talking about anywhere, depending on the program that you choose, a 10-year, a 15-year, 20-year, 30-year mortgage. We're taking the time and we're spreading it out thinner, longer, to make that monthly payment smaller and more budget friendly, right? On top of that, you're talking about interest rates that are mortgage rates. So we're talking about interest rates in the 3s and the 4s and the high 2s and the 3s and the 4s, depending on your value, your property type, your debt to income ratio, your credit score, right? Everybody gets a different interest rate. That is why this program is not one that I'm throwing interest rates out at you and I'm trying to get you to call and I'm trying to get your ears to perk up and your head to tilt sideways. I'm not trying to draw you in with call me now, rate is, right? That's not what this is about. Every single person is going to have a different interest rate for their loan. Every single person is going to get a different loan. You're all individuals, you're all different, and all of your loans are going to be the same. Everybody qualifies for something a little bit different. Hey, guess what, self-employed borrower? If you can't show us your income, we can still get you cash out to pay off your debt if you own a home. We have bank statement programs. Investors, we can let your property stand on its own 2 feet to get you the cash out that you need to debt consolidate. We don't need to qualify you in your bank statements if it's an investment property. That goes along with them Airbnbs, right? So keep in mind, guys, that we have a lot of different programs, a lot of different interest rates, but by far, they will always be lower than that interest rate that you're going to get on a personal debt consolidation loan that is not liened or tied to property, for the risk factor for the investor giving you the money. So as far as a mortgage goes, you're going to be in those very, very low 2, 3s, 4s interest rates, depending on you. And you're going to get the cash out, and we're going to be able to spread it over the term of a mortgage, which is going to be 10 years, 15 years, 20, 30, right? Depending on the mortgage time frame that you choose. Do you want that 30-year loan? Do you want that 15-year loan? But as far as budget goes, your budget is going to be significantly better than what it would be if you do a debt consolidation program. If you have already debt consolidated, if you've already taken a loan from one of these companies that I mentioned, and you want to get that paid off because, let's say you had a $40,000 debt consolidation loan that you took for $1,500 a month. And I'm saying that because that's on average. I just ran some numbers at 12% interest rate, $40,000 debt over a 5-year term. You're going to be somewhere somewhere in that $1,500 a month range, right? If we put that into a mortgage, that same $40,000 is going to be significantly less, like try a third less. So we can definitely get that budget back under control. And right now, while interest rates are still very low and property values are very high, if you have enough equity, which we will determine together, we'll have that phone consultation. We'll talk about you. How much do you owe? What is your property worth? Do we have the equity to get the cash out to pay off those debts? And then if we do, we're going to show you what those numbers look like. From there, we're going to leave it up to you to think about it, ponder it, and decide if it's something that works for you. If it does, you're going to give us a call back, and then we're going to go ahead and get that loan program started. So again, we're not here to hound you, to push you, to, ring your phone off of the wall or off the hook. We don't want to do that. We truly want to bring you the education, the information to you, and let you decide if it's something that you want to move forward with. When you do want to move forward, we look forward to helping you. And like I said earlier, this show is not about hounding you. This show is not about throwing something out there that sounds too good to be true, so you call. We're not trying to bait and switch you. We are trying to truly get you the correct information right out the gates, let you make the educated decision on whether or not it makes sense for you. And another thing I'd like to throw out there is if you are in the middle of a debt consolidation loan right now, a refinance of your mortgage to pay off your debts, it does not hurt you in any way to reach out and have another consultation. So send us that estimate that you received from that lender. Let us look at those numbers. Let us help you to determine that it is a really good deal and send you on your way to keep moving forward in that loan that you've already gone halfway through. Or let us show you how it could be different. It could be better. The fees could maybe be lower. Maybe the rate could be better. We're here to help you. And trust me, over and over and over again, I have told people you are in a great loan. Everything looks wonderful. Keep moving forward. I am not going to stop forward progress. That is not what we are all about. We want what is best for you. We want you to get the loan that you need. We want you to get the right loan. And if somebody is offering you the same exact thing that I could offer you, I am not going to stop you, delay your progress, make you start over, have you pay a second appraisal fee. That is not what we are here for. But if we can save you money, get you a better interest rate, lower your fees, get you more money in your hand or in your pocket, then we also want to do that. So again, the consultations are free. They're phone consultations. You can book your own appointment, whether you have the phone app, you call the office, or you go to my website. You can book your own consultation, phone consultation, Monday through Sunday. We take calls every single day of the week. And if there is not a time available for you and you want to get on the calendar, all you need to do is send me an email to questions@mortgagemomradio.com. I would be more than happy to get you a time that works for you. So if you need a little earlier in the morning or a little bit later in the afternoon, more than happy to do that. So how do you guys get the phone app? How do you get to the website? How do you call the office? So the telephone number is always the same. It's 844-935-3634. That's 844 We Lend for You. That's WELEND and the number 4. So call that number. You can use that number to text the word mom, and you will get a link to the phone app that you can download to your phone. You will opt yourself in to get one text message a week so that you do not miss me when I do a live show. You will get one text message a week with a link so you can click on it and get to the channel. But you guys can call that number, schedule yourself an appointment, go to the website, mortgagemomradio.com, book your own appointment. You can use your phone app, download that phone app by texting mom to 844-935-3634. There's a book phone consultation in that phone app. Or you guys can watch a show, send me an email to questions@mortgagemomradio.com and get the answers that you need. I am so happy that everybody tuned in today. Thank you so much for everybody letting me know that you were there. William for asking your question. Lanisha for letting me know you were listening but taking off. I really do hope that I helped you guys. I'll be back live again on Wednesday with some other content in between on Tuesday and Thursday. If you need us, call the office. Please don't hesitate. Again, if you're listening to the show on Saturday or Sunday, We are taking calls today. You just need to call the office, get on the website, or download the phone app, and you guys can book yourself an appointment. Send me an email to questions@mortgagemomradio.com if you want me to book you a time that is not available online. Anyway, we hope you guys all have a great one. Cindy jumps in, says lots of great information. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Cindy, for watching. We hope you guys have a fantastic day. Again, I'll be back Wednesday live, and we'll have more content for you in between. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.
Debbie Marcoux, licensed by the Department of Financial Institutions and MLS ID 237926. Also licensed in Arizona 0941504, Florida LO 76508, Georgia 69178, Idaho, Nevada 57237, Oregon, Tennessee 184373, Texas, Washington MLO 237926.
She's the mortgage mom. She can get things done when you're in need and don't know where to go. Pick up the phone and call mom.